Welcome to Outrageously Yours, where we don't decode geopolitics. We expose the civilizational truths everyone politely avoids, where Europe's whispers become earthquakes and the stories behind borders matter more than the borders themselves. This is Outrageously Yours. Europe's détente is a fallacy. Because the war in Ukraine isn't just a battlefield conflict, it is the eruption of a civilizational fracture that Europe has hidden for a century. Russia has spent generations fighting its exclusion from Europe's identity and security structures. And Europe, still haunted by 1917, never imagined a continental future where Russia stood as an equal. And when Europe and Russia remain divided, something predictable happens. China rises across Eurasia. The United States becomes permanently essential to Europe's security, and the Eurasian landmass stays fractured, directly shaping India's long-term strategic space. Here's the truth most analysts tiptoe around. Russia's war isn't only about Ukraine. It is Russia's retaliation for being culturally, historically, and psychologically exiled from Europe's civilizational family. Europe feared Bolshevism, then feared the Soviet shadow. And even after 1991, it offered engagement only on terms of superiority, terms Moscow refused. The Cold War ended on paper, but in the European mind, it never really ended. And so today, any peace proposal authored in Washington will struggle. Why? Because in civilizational diplomacy, authorship decides legitimacy, and peace cannot endure unless Europe and Russia are reintegrated, not indefinitely contained. That is why the grand optimism around détente, whether packaged in 28 points or 19, is a masterful illusion, an agreement without a soul. And peace without civilizational reconciliation is just a temporary ceasefire dressed as strategy. Europe doesn't need another peace deal. Europe needs a civilizational reunion. Until then, détente remains a beautiful lie. This is Outrageously Yours, where silence isn't absence, it's strategy. Keep tuning. We'll be back with more disruptive thoughts.